This is the biggest Clevo module. Let's test it out. So Clevo is a German company, and Clevo stands for Climbing Evolution, and they mostly create products for climbers, but also for calisthenics athletes. Their products are great. Today we'll be checking out the biggest product they have, which is the XL sealing module. So first step is you're gonna put these upwards parallel to these 3 holes over here, and then you're gonna use this wood screw with Torx 9. You're gonna tighten those up. You're gonna do that with all of these holes. So next we're gonna put this plank up, and of course we're gonna use this ledge to attach this side panel, and then we're gonna put in this screw, and we're gonna tighten that up with a 4mm hex key, and we're gonna put these bolts on, and we're gonna use the 10mm wrench. And then we're gonna tighten it up on all 6 holes, so 3 on this side and also on the other side 3. And then we do the exact same thing on the other side with this panel. And just like the big planks, you put this little one also on the inside, and you put the screws. So next we're putting in the wooden bar, and we're gonna use this screw, and you use the Torx 30 screwdriver. And lastly, we use these wood screws to put them into the wood with this crosshead screwdriver. So basically, I really like the look of Clevo, their products. It's very nice that they combine the black powder coated steel with the wood, and also on the side they have a very nice logo with a mountain. As you can see, you have to customize this product, so you get a base product, but then you can hang a hangboard on here. You also can hang different holes. And on this side we have 3 campus rungs, and also you have a quite thick wooden pull-up bar. And actually all of these holds and campus rungs and the hangboard you can buy on the Clevo website separately, but also if you already own a hangboard or any grips, then you can just use those. So the thickness of the pull-up bar is 39mm, and the length of it is 60 centimeters. This is definitely wide enough for normal pull-ups, but not really for wide. And actually the hangboard is the same length as the pull-up bar, and for the rest it really depends on what kind of add-ons you add to this module. So the bar is a little over 70 centimeters away from your ceiling, so it's actually hanging up quite low, so let's test it out. So as you can see, when I'm doing pull-ups or chin-ups, I really have to bend my knees quite a lot. So for calisthenics athletes, this is not actually ideal, but for climbers, it might be less of a problem. So the bar itself, it has a very nice grip. It is nice that it takes up your sweat because it's a wooden grip. It is quite thick, but I really like it, and it definitely is a good way to train your grip strength. Because it's hanging quite low, the exercises that you can do is not ideal, but still you can do quite a lot of exercises if you bend your knees. So of course on this side you have a hangboard, and this has a lot of different kinds of grips. So this one is very hard to hang on to because it's less deep than the others. This one is quite easy, and then this is somewhere in the middle. Shouldn't be a problem. This you can easily do a pull-up on. Here I have to bend my knees even more. And a pull-up is also definitely possible. Ooh, the negative I find scary, but also possible to do a pull-up. You have a lot of different options when it comes to the width. Here you have a very nice grip. This is quite easy, and when you're doing pull-ups on this, then of course your palm is kind of gonna be against the product, but it's still very nice. These hangs are quite steep. This one is very challenging actually. I start sliding though. And over here we have a lot of different kinds of grips. So of course, if you hang this one close to your wall, then you might just hit it when you're kind of swinging back and forth while doing these exercises. And actually this is quite a plus from getting a ceiling mounted product, because then you can also hang it even in the middle of your room if you want to. These have actually a very nice grip. They're not exactly smooth like this. They are a bit more rough, but that gives them quite a good grip. So I just did a dyno from these green balls on the side. Like that you can go around the whole thing, but if you would do a dyno from these, then actually you have to watch out that you don't hit this wooden plank over here. So like that I would be careful.
That's actually really fun. But yeah, with this one, like there's more steps between everything. You can go up 3 times here. And when you're switching and playing around, there's just way more options in like one go to climb around basically. And that's really fun. And I think I already feel my grip a little bit.
So usually a kind of product like this is nice to combine with some gymnastics rings, but because this one is hanging up quite low, we are curious whether it will be nice. So first of all, I would do my muscle ups that direction because I don't want to hit this with my head. Also dips. I'll sit, I hit my neck. Okay, this actually does add more value than I thought. Well, this is not ideal. Also, rows are quite a nice add-on. I am sitting on the floor. I mean, there is quite some space above my head. So even though this thing is hanging up quite low, the gymnastics rings are actually still a nice add-on. You can do some push, like your dips, and even push-ups on the floor if you want to. Do some extra stability work. And also you can do rows, which you couldn't do on this one. And you can do back lever and stuff like this. And the muscle-ups are very possible. So quite nice. So the XL module can handle up to 110 kilos, which is not that much, but of course you can still use, for instance, a weight vest to do some weighted stuff on this one, because with a weight belt or dip belt, you would be hitting the floor with your weights. So with a weight vest, you can actually do some hanging and stuff like that, which would be great for training your grip strength. If I can get to this one. So this definitely adds some challenge to the mix. With a low hanging one like this, you can just hang into it, and with some of the modules that we've seen before, you actually have to jump into it. And with a weight vest, that of course becomes more challenging. And I even got to go to that one, and that's also possible to just make some small movements with this weight vest. So of course, another product you can combine with this module is a resistance band. It is going to be very difficult to do assisted work with it because this one is hanging very low, but you can still do some nice warm-ups with this. So the Clevo XL module, it costs 406 euros, and the hangboard, it costs 100 euros. And all of the holds, they range between 15 and 40 euros per individual piece. So yeah, this is very expensive, but this Clevo module is definitely our favorite out of all of the Clevo modules. The only downside, which actually sometimes also is a plus side, is that it is hanging quite low because it is so big, but you can just customize this thing like with all of the different holds, and they have very nice grips. You have so many options. Basically, the exercise variety on this is huge. Also, if you combine it with some gymnastics rings, you can even do some push, you can do your rows, you can do some muscle ups and back lever and stuff like that. And also you can combine it with a weight vest, and here is one of the upsides from the fact that it's hanging low, because then you can just hang with some extra weight on you onto any hold. So basically with this one, you have so much options, you will not be bored for a long time. So if you have the money, we definitely recommend this product. So click the links in the description, and don't forget to use the CWW10 discount code for 10% off. And if you want us to review any other products, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.